Welcome back to the Gem Cutter's Craft. This is Justin K. Prim, and today we're not only looking at a brand new accessory from Frolap, but we're reflecting on 7 months of Jambpeg gem cutting. It's been 7 months since I started my Jambpeg journey, and if you've been watching and following along with my adventure all the way through, then you've seen me go on all kinds of educational journeys as I learn how to use this machine, which is so different than all of the faceting machines that I've ever used before. So to kick off my 7th month, I've got a brand new workstation, which I'm going to talk about in another video, and I've got a brand new toy to play with. So I saw Antoine from Frolap last week. He was here in Lyon, and I knew he was coming, so I asked him, can you please bring me something special that I asked for specifically? And this is it. So let us unbox it and see what's inside. So this is a simple unboxing today. One new mechanical stick. So if you have been watching me use this type of machine, you've probably seen me use the mechanical sticks before. The mechanical stick is essentially the index gear for the Jambpeg machine. So if you want to use it, you just take a stick and slide it into the mechanical case, tighten it, and now you've got a mechanical stick. So why do I need another one? What's so great about this unboxing? Because I obviously already have one of these, but the interesting thing is new geometries. So I got some antique mechanical sticks recently, a 4-sided and a 6-sided. And I've been really wanting a 6-sided. So I was so excited to get this. It was all rusty, it's old. You know, these old cases are almost always about 100 years old at this point. So I took it all apart and I cleaned it and I de-rusted it and I put it all back together, and it pretty much works. The screw got a bit damaged when I took it out. I probably need a new screw fabricated from scratch, and none of my sticks fit this case. So I cut one stone on it, and it was a little bit difficult because the stick is not tight in here, not as tight as I want it to be, and I've got to be very careful not to push too hard on the teeth because it'll make the whole thing come apart. So I cut one stone and I was like, okay, finally I can cut trillions, I can cut 6-sided shapes, this is really cool, but this one's too annoying. It's too old. I don't have the capabilities of getting this repaired properly, at least not right now, so I thought, okay, why don't I just bite the bullet and just get one from Antoine? He makes 6-sided sticks. Let's just do it. So I knew he was coming, so I said, okay, please bring me one. And here we have it, the 6-sided stick. So I take my stick out of here. Stick goes in the new case, and the stick and the mechanical case combine to become the mechanical stick. And I now have the ability to accurately cut 6-sided stones or trillions or anything with a multiplier of 3, which is cool. This gives me new options. Let me just talk a little bit, because I was updating you guys every couple of months on my Jambpeg journey, and you know, life happened and things have happened. It's been going slowly, so I haven't needed to do another update. But month 7, I've cut about 21 stones so far, including the last stone, which was a weird trillion, and then before that a briolette, which was probably the most challenging stone that I've done so far. So I've got some interesting stuff coming up this summer and some interesting stuff that just happened. So we were just down in Paris for the Apéro Lapidaire, which is a gathering of gem cutters from all the different companies of Paris. So we got to hang out with a bunch of cutters and ask a bunch of questions and go visit some of the studios again, talk with some of the master cutters in their offices, and just kind of pick their brains for the first time since I've been Jambpeg cutting. So I got to bring some of my stones and get some feedback, and that was all well and good, and I'm looking forward to continuing that process. And so I've set up now a couple more classes for myself, private classes, so that I can learn some more specific technical stuff for the Jambpeg. So I'm going down to Montpellier, and I'm going to be training for 2 days with a cutter who's been cutting since the mid-1990s, specifically on how to use the old hand crank Drassian machines. I've got this bench here, which is a hand crank machine that I've set up for my Fra lap, but I've also got the big double Jura bench in our storage that I'm refurbishing and I want to start using, but I don't really know all the techniques for how to use the hand crank, how the belt should be set up, and some of the specific techniques like hashing the lap with the blade and how they roll the diamond into the copper lap, because I've never really used copper cutting laps. So I'm just gonna take a couple days to learn some small techniques and cut a stone with him and see how it goes. It's way too early. It's just before 5 a.m. Martin and I are about to go on an adventure. So this just takes the metal off, or the diamond off, or does it take some metal off too?
Just the diamond.
Okay.
And with this technique, you do what you want. If you are going to cut, I don't know, a series of 10 stones very big, like quartz, you can make a double.
Okay, extra deep.
Yeah. If you are cutting very small stones, you will do only one. Like this, it will be
not too harsh.
Not too hard. Yeah. This, because we have to push very hard. You told me on the phone.
Oh yeah, okay. I never saw this before.
So cool. That's why it's easier with a long piece.
Okay.
This you can push it.
How often do you have to do this? Like once a month or once a year, or?
It depends what you cut, but once per 1 or 2 months.
Okay.
If I cut big stones, like 10 quarts, I will do it 3 weeks after.
Okay.
If I cut small berries like this, in 2 or 3 months I will do it again.
Okay.
So you put the diamond everywhere on the lap. So more you go in the center, more it's going slowly. First you are turning very slow, because if you don't, the diamond will go out.
Oh, I see.
And you see here, the oil is burning with the diamond, so it's still on the lap.
Okay.
So you can turn faster.
So basically, in the end, you don't want any of the oil left. You want it to be just diamond in the copper, nothing on top.
No.
So it's the opposite of a polishing lap.
So the first papers, you don't use it again. When all the diamonds is nearly off, you can use one face, second face.
Okay.
It's not a real problem, because after you are going to do the hashing, so the end of the diamonds will leave.
Okay.
Of the diamond will leave, but to be sure.
Just in case, yeah.
It's very thin.
Yeah, I got some old ones.
You see? The problem is to find others.
Okay.
The light is going on it, but here no.
So that part's, it's rubbed it down.
Yeah, we have to...
Okay.
So the most you use it is this part and this part.
Okay.
This you never use.
Okay.
But it have to seal like this, not
Okay,
like
so the
line.
curve is important.
You do one side. So it is the blade who's going to rebondir. But the best is to do this. The pressure is there just, of course, to hit the metal, but to control the position and the speed.
So,
But with the small ones, this is too big. We have to do very, very, like a crying of a baby.
okay, so it has to sound like...
high pitch.
You see?
Yeah.
This is a good song. Perfect. With this, you can't.
Yeah.
This looks okay. Super cool.
Okay, you really put a lot.
Yes. And since the last months we had many rains, so it was full of water here.
Interesting.
You have to stay more long time. Reste un petit peu pour que le diamant ait le temps d'enlever le gris de taille. Ok, t'essuies, tu polis, t'essuies, tu contrôles. Toujours la même technique. Et là, tu ajustes. Vas-y, tourne. Pas de pression sur la note. Tu laisses le diamant user. T'essuies, tu contrôles.
J'ai l'impression qu'il faut monter un peu, en fait. Un peu là.
Plus tu restes longtemps.
And then we've got Saint-Marie-aux-Mines, which is the gem show up in northern France. There will be another gathering of gem cutters up there, some more talks and chats and research, and Antoine from Fralap and some of the other manufacturers are going to be up there. So that'll be a nice gathering and exchanging of information. And then next month, I'm going back up to the Jura for a private class with a cutter up there, and she specializes in ajustage sur pièce, which means cutting stones to fit into the setting. And it's an ornamental setting, so usually it's a flower petal or a stem or some curved unusual shape that makes the stones have to be curved, which means they all need to be adjusted to fit in there, which is what that technique is. So she's going to show me how that's done, get me oriented to the technique, and just help me get a little bit deeper into the mysteries of French gem cutting. So 21 stones in, and I'm still very excited for the Jambpeg. I think now I have pretty much every accessory that Fralap makes, which is pretty cool. And I've been talking to him a lot about making some custom pieces for this that I'm looking forward to trying from history, some historical objects. So hopefully we'll have some interesting stuff to share later this summer about that. And then also just getting to be part of his dialogue process for what the Fralap 3.0 is going to look like. He has some new things that I won't reveal yet, but hopefully I'll be able to show you guys as they come out. So that's all I got to say today as far as talking. But thank you for joining me once again on a Jambpeg adventure. This has been Justin K. Prim, and I'll see you next time right here on the Gem Cutter's Craft.